Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. If you're a university student or an early career professional just stepping out into the real world, you're going to want to listen up because your 20s are, hands down, the absolute most powerful financial decade of your entire life. But here's the catch. Most people completely waste this time without even realizing it. I'm so thrilled you're here today because we're going to break down the real, practical money lessons that can save you an absolute fortune in the long run. We're talking no complicated jargon, no unrealistic advice, just the solid, everyday foundation you actually need.
Okay, let's dive right into a scenario that honestly blows my mind every single time I look at the math. We've got two people. One starts investing at age 22, and the other waits until they're 32. The shocking truth here is that the 22-year-old can easily end up with 2 to 3 times more wealth by the time they retire. And get this, that's true even if they actually invest less of their own money overall. That's the literal magic of compounding, and it's the single biggest advantage you have on your side right now: time.
So the crucial question is this, and I really want you to think about it for a second. Are you building wealth right now, or are you silently destroying it? Let that reality sink in. In this explainer, we're going to expose the hidden traps that trip up almost everyone in their 20s. These are mistakes that could quite literally be costing you lakhs or even crores over your lifetime.
All right, let's jump straight into section 1. The invisible money drains. Seriously, where does the salary even go?
Think about this. If I asked you exactly how much you spent last month, could you answer me confidently? Most people absolutely can't. Your paycheck just quietly vanishes, right? It's 200 rupees there on a midnight food delivery, maybe $500 there on some impulsive late-night shopping, not to mention those auto-renewing subscriptions you completely forgot you even had. By the end of the month, your salary is just gone. Look, if you skip tracking your expenses, you are constantly guessing, and guessing always leads to overspending. Categorizing your money into needs, wants, and pure waste is your very first step, because financial awareness equals financial control.
And that brings us to a massive trap. We call it lifestyle inflation. You finally get that sweet promotion or a salary hike, and immediately what happens? You buy a better phone, cooler clothes, you eat out way more. Maybe you even upgrade your bike. Your income increases, sure, but your savings stay exactly the same. It's literally like running on a treadmill. You're speeding up, you're sweating more, you feel like you're putting in all this effort, but you are staying in the exact same place financially. You don't actually feel richer, you just feel normal at a much higher cost. The secret here? Upgrade your life slowly, not instantly.
To step off that treadmill, you really need to follow one golden rule. You must save 20 to 30% of your income. And here is the kicker. You've got to do this automatically before you spend a single rupee. Every single time your income increases, your savings rate needs to increase first. By locking away that 20 to 30% right off the bat, you're basically protecting your future self from your present self-spending habits.
Moving right along to Section 2, the massive cost of waiting. Why delaying your investments is a huge mistake.
I hear this excuse all the time. I'll start when I earn more money, or I need to learn everything about the stock market first. But the data definitively proves that time in the market always beats timing the market. Let's say person A invests just $5,000 a month from age 22 to 30, and then they completely stop. Done. Person B waits and then invests that same $5,000 a month from age 30 all the way to 60. Because person A started early, the compounding effect means they can still end up with more money than person B, who is investing for 3 whole decades. Early investing is exactly like planting a tree today instead of waiting 10 years to finally put the seed in the ground. You don't need perfect knowledge, guys. You just need to start.
All right, Section 3, escaping the debt trap, building your financial defense against life.
Look, life throws curveballs. It's totally unpredictable. You could face medical emergencies, a sudden job loss, or urgent family needs out of nowhere. Without a safety net, you're basically walking a tightrope without a harness. You absolutely need an emergency fund, covering 3 to 6 months of your living expenses, and you need to keep it safely in a liquid savings account or a liquid fund. Please do not invest this money in risky assets. This fund isn't there to make you rich. It's there for protection. Because without it, the moment something goes wrong, you'll be forced into borrowing money and drowning in crippling credit card debt.
And speaking of debt, let's clear up a huge misconception right now. Not all debt is created equal. On one side, we have good debt. These are things like education, a business loan, or assets that actually appreciate or generate income for you. On the other side is bad debt, the gadgets and the lifestyle upgrades. The biggest trap for young professionals today is the illusion of small EMIs. Oh, just a phone EMI here, a little bike EMI there. Suddenly, a massive chunk of your hard-earned future salary is already committed to the bank, and you are paying for things long after they've lost their shiny new value.
So to avoid that bad debt trap, I really want you to memorize this simple, brutal rule. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it once. It is a fantastic rule of thumb to stop you from committing your future salary to liabilities that rapidly lose value. And hey, if you use a credit card, you pay it off in full, every single month, no exceptions whatsoever.
Which brings us to Section 4, Protecting Your Income and Mindset. Why you need to diversify your streams. Your 9-to-5 job might feel super secure right now, but honestly, it's only secure until it's not. Building multiple income streams is the ultimate solution here. Think about freelancing, content creation, investing, or maybe starting a small side business. Your 20s are the absolute best time to try things, fail at them, and learn without any devastating consequences. Even if your side hustle only brings in an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month, that creates a massive financial buffer and speeds up your wealth building dramatically. But to build those streams, you've got to shift your mindset. It's actually a tragic irony that we spend years and years studying academic subjects just to get a job, but we spend zero time learning the basic financial skills needed to manage the money that job pays us. You have to spend time learning about money, understand the basics of investing, learn how taxes work, read books, watch finance explainers just like this one. Mastering this one single skill can literally change the entire trajectory of your life.
But as you learn and grow, you've got to protect your mindset from the ultimate modern trap. Are you spending just to keep up? Social media makes it incredibly easy to look at friends traveling, buying flashy cars, and living these luxury lifestyles. Suddenly, you feel like you're falling behind, so you spend borrowed money just to look successful to people you barely even know. The brutal truth? Most of what you see on your feed is either temporary or entirely financed by bad debt. Just put your blinders on and focus on your own journey.
Let's wrap this up with Section 5, 3 habits to start today. Here is your actionable checklist.
I want you to commit to these 3 quick steps today. Step 1, track your expenses for just 30 days. Use an app, use an Excel sheet, whatever works for you, just see exactly where your money is actually going. Step 2, open a totally separate savings account for your 3 to 6 month emergency fund to protect your peace of mind. And step 3, start a small SIP, a systematic investment plan in a mutual fund. Even if it's literally just 1,000 or 2,000 rupee a month, focus on consistency over perfection. Starting small right now is more than enough to build some serious momentum for your future.
And our final takeaway is this: wealth is built quietly, not posted loudly. Your 20s aren't about being perfect. They are about avoiding those costly mistakes early on. So I'll leave you with this question. Look at your own life right now. Which of these invisible mistakes are you currently making? And what's the one step you're going to take today to start quietly building your fortune?